All right, it's 5 o'clock. I'll call September 17th, 2024, City of Cumming Planning and Zoning meeting to order. Item number 2, to have a motion to adopt the agenda.
Make a motion, we adopt.
Second.
Motion second, everybody vote. Motion carries, thank you. Item 3, approval of August 2024 meeting. Minutes, sorry.
Motion we approve the minutes?
Second.
Motion second, everybody vote. Carries unanimous, thank you. Item 4, old business. A, Virtue Investment Annexation number 2024124. We've had the public hearing. Anybody want to, I'll give you a few minutes to add something, then we're going to go by staff report like that, so go.
Sure. You want us to go with our presentation?
You don't have to go through the whole presentation. Just if there's anything you want to add. We've had the public hearing.
No, sir. I think we have tried to address all of the county's concerns with the annexation. As we discussed last time, this is shrinking the size of an existing unincorporated island, and the county did not object since our last meeting.
Right.
So now we're just trying to play nice and address,
Right.
adopt as many conditions as we can to work with them and with the city.
Right, I think we got to work on some conditions anyway. We'll get staff report.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks. All right, I have a staff report on 2024124, please.
On 124, Virtue Investment.
Yes.
Yes. The applicant on behalf of the property owner has filed an annexation petition to annex 3.356 acres more or less and rezone from county commercial business district to city highway business. Subject property is located on Dahlonega Highway between the Cumming Dobbs Creek Complex and the Veterans Foreign Wars property currently vacant. The owner is proposing to develop a freestanding office building and a separate office warehouse. As you said, we did hold a public hearing on July 16th, and we just received conditions today about lunchtime, so I've not had a chance to look at it. I know the board hasn't had a chance to look at it. I'd recommend that the postpone any action on it until the until the October meeting.
Okay. Any comments from, any questions from staff, from anybody else?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we postpone this to the October meeting based on staff report.
Second.
Motion second, everybody vote. Carries, thank you. Item B, old business. E15 LLC annexation number 2024127. Do I have a motion to open the public hearing?
Make a motion, we open.
Second.
Motion second, everybody vote. Carries unanimous. Public hearing's open. Ethan, tell us what we got here.
You all may remember there was a group of properties that were brought in off of Marketplace Boulevard. This is solely dealing with the tract that's accessed off of Turner Road. So the county did not object to this annexation petition. Here we go. So looking at 2 acres, it is in the unincorporated county currently, zoned O and I. We are asking to bring this into the city with a very similar zoning category, office professional. This would have the city crossing over onto the road there. This would be the first tract on that north side. But as stated, the county had no objection to this, so we are hopeful that the city would welcome this property in as an office professional zoning. The property owners are, it's a mix of doctors who actually own these corner parcels there at Bald Ridge Marina, so they know how to build offices. They're quite good at medical office, and they bring a really, very high quality product, so they would be bringing that to the city as well. And, we're happy to answer any questions that you have regarding our petitions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else like to speak in this zoning for or against? All right, any questions from the board on this right now?
No, sir.
All right, to have a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion to close the hearing?
Second.
Motion second, everybody vote, public hearing closed. Scott, go ahead and give our staff report. I think this one's in the same situation.
Yes, sir. The applicant on behalf of the property owners filed an annexation, has filed a petition to annex 2 acres or more and rezone from county office and institutional to city office professional. The subject property is vacant, located on Turner Road, west of the intersection with Marketplace Boulevard, across from the West Shore development, which creates continuity with the city boundary. The adjacent city zoning is PUD. Future land use designation is mixed-use suburban, so the proposed OP zoning as a transitional district is in conformance with the city's comprehensive plan. As the applicant's attorney said, the county has no objection to this proposed annexation. However, again, we've not seen a site plan on it, and we received some draft conditions today around lunchtime. Not really had a chance to analyze that yet, and without a site plan, would recommend postponing until the October 15th meeting.
Okay. Any board?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll make a motion to postpone annexation number 2024127 to the October meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second. Carries unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we got the conditions today, so we'll try to get back to you this week and we can start trying to figure out what's what.
And that's fine. If you would like to discuss them, we do have them in our presentation. We're happy to try to go over at least what that preliminary draft is.
Okay. Well, we've already closed public here. We'll do that. I mean, we can do that when we come back up. Let's go over them a little and iron them out a little bit more. All right, thanks. All right, new business. A, 149005 Hopewell Group LLC PUD amendment. Do I have a motion to open public hearing?
Move we open.
Second.
Motion second, everybody vote. Public hearing's open. Tell us what we got going on this.
Planning Commissioner Sean Courtney with Lipscomb Johnson, 112 North Main Street, here on behalf of 14905 Hopewell Group. This is a currently zoned PUD, and we're here for an amendment to change some conditions and to revise the site plan. This is the site plan. So we've decreased the density from a max 9.5 down to 7.28. Removed the condos that were in the initial submittal, and also still have the institutional component, but remove the commercial component in order to not be in competition with the city. Now, rather than condos, we now have townhomes and single-family detached. These are some examples of the homes that Empire and Toll Brothers are proposing. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Any? We'll hold questions for now and see if we got anybody to speak. Anybody got a question right now?
No, sir.
Anybody else like to speak on this rezoning for, against? Good. I'll make a motion, close public hearing.
Second.
Vote second, everybody vote. Carry unanimous, thank you. All right. Scott, you want to go ahead and give us a staff report on this one?
Yes, sir.
Then we'll talk about it.
The property owner has made application to the proper authorities to amend a plan unit development approved by the city on April 20th, 2021. Subject property, 43.24 acres, located on both sides of State Route 20 at 519 and 521 Canton Highway. The development plan has been revised from 160 townhomes and 144 condominiums to approximately 247 townhomes and 68 single-family detached homes. The applicants also submitted 20 revised PU conditions along with the revised development plan. In reviewing these revised PUD amendment documents, staff has determined this proposed development no longer meets the requirements of PUD according to the land use and design guidelines of the PUD ordinance. Therefore, staff recommends approval of this development as a multifamily R3 rezoning with conditional use approval for the church and a density variance to allow the 7.28 residential units per acre. The residential density of this proposed development will actually be decreasing due to the replacement of the condominiums with townhomes and the single-family detached homes, as well as the elimination of freestanding and vertical mixed-use units. The revised site plan conditions and elevations as submitted will be utilized for this rezoning. Advertising requirements for rezoning have been met because our advertising regulations are the same as for a PUD amendment. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. So basically, this, just where everybody knows what's going on, we zoned this 3 or 4 years ago.
That's
and now
correct.
it's shrinking and it's coming back before us and we're conforming. The
correct.
conditions that were with it have stayed with it except for a few that have changed. we've met and added and changed some conditions to match the new
That's
thing,
correct.
and you've got those attached as part of it, correct?
Correct.
All right, just making sure I'm clear. Any questions from the board on this one?
No, sir.
All right, I make a motion, we send,
Excuse me, before you do that, Chairman, I do have one question, Sean. Are there any other variances? I've not looked at it in terms of the R3 in detail. Other than the density variance, do you see any other variances that would be required if we go with an R3 rezoning as opposed to a PUD amendment?
That's just something we have to look at.
I mean, I'm thinking in terms of setbacks or buffers or what have you. I guess if we need to do that, we can do that sometime between this
Setback
meeting
would- the
and when it
setback in an
comes
R-
to the council next month.
an R3 and a PUD setback far as the residential is the same, is it not? I mean, I know we've made some adjustments, but is it?
The PUD, you pretty much, you can determine, the layout of your own, but,
Okay.
I mean, I just didn't get a chance to look at it really close in terms of the R3. But
But we are shrinking.
Right, but overall, it is reducing. I guess we can make those changes if necessary sometime between this meeting, this recommendation, and
meeting
the
if
council
they
meeting in
want to deal
October
with
when
it.
it comes to them.
Because that's going to change, okay.
Yeah. But if you'll just make a note if you just make the note to look at that, please.
I make a motion, we send, that's still, number 20, I'm trying to find a number. to
It's
base it
the,
on.
it's the old number, it's the original number,
2019-263.
2019-263.
263, forward to the council is an R3 with a density variance of 7.28 with the conditions from the original PUD along with the revised conditions have been
And
done.
the conditional use approval of the church.
Yes, and,
For the church.
okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second. Garrett? Carries, thank you.
Thank you.
Item C, Fast Easy Offer LLC rezone number 2024191.
Let's go back to B, Mr. Chairman, Hollywood
Oh,
Properties.
shoot, I'm trying to get through here. Hollywood Properties, annexation number 2024184. Public hearing, I have a motion to open public hearing. Let me
Motion
get
we
that
open.
back.
Second.
Motion second, everybody vote. Public hearing now open. All right, who wants to come forward and tell us about this one?
Hello. Just wanting to annex into the city, going to build 10 homes on
I'm
top
sorry,
of...
could you, we know.
State your name, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, Phil Benamino, owner of Hollywood Properties. So just wanted to look into annex into the city, sorry, I've been sick, to build 10 extra homes there with that. So we're going to be 30,000 square foot lots, bigger homes, right around $1 million. So adding value to the city as well.
Okay, thank you. We may have some more questions in a minute.
Sure, no problem, Cynthia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Someone else want to speak for any comments on this zoning? Okay. Do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close the hearing.
Second.
Motion second, everybody vote. Public hearing's closed. So it's 10 acres, we're gonna do 10 lots. You got some conditions. I know you got a staff report, I'm just asking,
Yeah.
make sure I got any questions. Private streets, okay. Let's see, water, all right. We got a staff report?
Yes, sir, I do. The property owner has filed a petition to the proper authorities to annex 9.98 acres, more or less, and rezone from county agricultural A1 to city single-family residential R1 for the purpose of constructing 10 single-family detached homes. The subject property is located at 1630 Bettis Triple Gap Road and has contiguity with the existing city boundary. City zoning and future land use in the area is single-family residential. Therefore, the property, if annexed and rezoned residential, will conform to the city's comprehensive plan. The county has not stated at this point whether or not they will object to this proposed annexation. The owner, as you mentioned, has submitted zoning conditions as part of the proposed annexation. Staff would recommend approval of the annexation or rezoning with the conditions as presented, contingent upon no official objection by the county. Be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from the board?
No, sir, not this.
Okay. I'll make a motion, we send this forward by staff approval, except add condition number 8, that the final site plan shall be approved by the city council.
Second.
Motion second, by vote. Unanimous, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now item C, Fast Easy Offer, LLZ rezone number 2024191. Do I have a motion to open public hearing?
Motion to open hearing.
Second.
Second, everybody vote. Thank you, sir. Please state your name and tell us.
Good evening, I'm Sam Bagwell. I'm here with the property owner. We are just trying to take an existing commercially used, non-conforming use, rezone this to reflect its long history of being administrative offices, justify a little more investment in fixing it up, making it present a little better for the road. It shouldn't change any impact as far as traffic, shouldn't have any impact as far as property values. We just want to make sure that the existing use can continue to be that use to justify the ongoing investment. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Okay. Make a motion to close public hearing.
So moved.
Second. Carries. All right, Scott, give us a staff report on this one.
Yes, sir. The property owner has made application to the proper authorities to rezone 0.69 acres more or less from single-family residential R1A to office professional in order to reestablish the use of an existing structure as an office. This location had been used by The Place, a nonprofit community assistance service, for a number of years, but is currently vacant. This rezoning is necessary in order to continue what was a legal nonconforming use in residential zoning. As part of the rezoning request, there are also requested variances from the front, rear, and side building setbacks to accommodate the existing deck, porch, and sheds. There will be improvements made to the existing structure and paving for new parking spaces. OP zoning is a proper transitional district relative to the surrounding residential use. And for those reasons, the staff recommends approving the rezoning, including the variances with the provided conditions. Be happy to answer any questions.
These conditions include a lot of.
They include, among other
It
things.
actually helps us police it a little better.
Correct, and they include providing adequate spaces as determined by our department according to off-street parking requirements. So that's in there.
Okay, I make a motion, we send rezoning number 2024191 forward to the council for approval as per staff report.
Second.
First and second. Carries unanimous, thank you.
Thank you.
Item D, Cameron LR Development LLC rezoning number 2024194. To have a motion to open public hearing.
Motion to open public hearing.
Second.
Motion seconded by vote. All right, Ethan, tell us about this one.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Ethan Underwood with Miles Hansford. We are representing Cameron LR. Let me turn off this other presentation. And they are seeking, as stated, to rezone 31.90 acres from highway business to the R3 zoning category. Now, this property is on the other side of 400. It's on Ronald Reagan Parkway. We're asking for 191 single-family units. These would all be attached townhomes. And you can see here, this is the current zoning of the property. And this is the tract that we are asking for the rezoning modification. We have also asked for 4 variances. This is to try to facilitate the difficult topography on the site as well as stream. So we've asked for some minor impervious surface setback encroachments, a few encroachments into the stream buffer, as well as some front and rear yard setbacks to deal with an hourglass-shaped piece of property. Now, I think the question that we've been faced with is why would the city change a highway business zone piece of property to R3? And what we would submit to you is the property is being surrounded by institutional and residential uses. You've got the Statesman's apartment complex just to the west of the track. You now, in the county, an unincorporated county, that is owned by a religious organization. We understand they're planning to build a temple on that site. So What we would submit to you is that there's very limited use for commercial on this property. Frankly, it's billy goat heaven. If you come off the road, it just falls into a hole. And so that it begs the question, what commercial use would use that and have customers drive all the way down to Highway 400? We would respectfully submit to you that this property can't be developed as highway business feasibly. And what we would ask is for a transitional zoning. We know you've got apartments next door to it, but this would be homes sold in fee simple, so that the residents would be owning their properties. But we do think it makes a viable use of the property while bringing in needed workforce housing into the city.
What, go back, that variance, yeah, which lots, okay. You're
Yes.
answering my question.
Yes, so we wanted to specify exactly. It's very limited, but you do have a stream running through that neck of the hourglass there. So you got, it gets very tight in those areas. So we've asked for the variances on the lots outlined here, so it's not a carte blanche variance. And then the homes, we feel these would add to the city architecturally. I think they're complementary for what you have on Marketplace Boulevard, but they're also showing contemporary style homes that we think will age very well and add to the city's architectural character. So with that, we are happy to answer any questions. The developers are here, and we can get into as much detail as the Planning Commission cares for.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to speak? Okay, I have a motion to close public hearing.
Move to close.
Second.
Motion second. Carries. All right. So we're gonna take this one, or I'll get, Scott, you wanna read your staff report, and then we'll go there. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, never mind, we don't want a staff report on this. I'm sorry, I got too many tonight. We're gonna, let's put this one off for 30 days. We still got some stuff we need to talk about and everything. Different conditions and like that, and then let's see. So I make a motion, we postpone this one for 30 days to the October meeting.
Second.
Motion second, everybody got it? Carries unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any announcements?
No, sir.
A motion we adjourn.
Second.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody.